Well, it's midnight and you're walking home. Wind hits you like ice and you're chilled to the bone. And your chest feels heavy and your head's bowed low. And your thoughts are running thick and muddy and slow. You knew what you had to say, you had it clear in your mind, and for some reason thought things would be different this time. But of course they weren't, and the words just didn't come. Now you're stuck with dead words on the end of your tongue. See, the thing about these dreams of yours is they're fragile in form, and in the cold light of day you're too easily torn. And behind you they're all talking and laughing and drinking, and here you are walking like a ship's anchor sinking. And out of nowhere a car door slams and a cat jumps out from under a van, runs down a side road you somehow failed to see all the hundreds of times you've been up and down this street. And you're hit by the full force of something pushed back and hidden that's found a crack somewhere and rapidly risen from some river or lake buried way down in the deep black earth. And you can't quite explain it, but you just need to know what's lying at the end of that tucked away road. You find yourself in a courtyard completely alone, surrounded by tall trees that creak and groan. You point out a pathway dim lit by the glow from a small old church of weathered stone. And the door is half open, so you step inside, and your heart starts pounding and your jaw drops wide, because there's thousands of candles, and in their flickering light is the biggest stained glass window you ever seen in your life. And you call out to see if anyone else is around, but your only answer back is the dust-muffled sound of an ancient clock ticking in an ancient steeple, and you're alone in the stained-glass world of strange lands and people. And towering above you, St. Lawrence in a tall fire burning, but he's joking and laughing as he's twisting and turning. And beside him stands St. Sebastian with 3 arrows in his side, but again no trace of fear or pain in his eyes. And there's a town named after him in the north of Spain, and you remember you were there once in a thick cloud of rain, on a steep green mountain with 4 close friends, and in the mist and the fog a long wooden fence was all you had to direct you, your only guide. And standing there calmly on the other side were 2 black horses, silent and strong, and you found yourself staring so close and so long that their colors started to change, and they multiplied into 20 desert horses in a long ragged line for the watering hole an old town left behind, under layers of mountains etched into the sky, while old abandoned buildings whisper and sighed, half buried in the rust-red sand. Nighttime falls in this desert you're in. You're driving tired at the wheel and your head starts to spin. And you think you can make out these figures panning the sand for diamonds left stranded where the river once ran. And your thoughts start to wander and your mind starts to stray, and the dust in your headlights murmurs and sways as your windshield gets hit hard by a cold winter rain on the road to your dad's new place on the coast of St. James. And you remember that house and that hill and that storm, and you remember well sleeping there safe and warm, while all manner of spirits filled the room in the night, carried in by waves crashing on the rocks outside. And you're all the while standing in front of that stained glass mirror with the candles are low, so you step in near, and you see yourself walking on your old route home, with your hands in your pockets and your head bowed low. When you get to the sidewalk outside your flat, there's a light on in the window. Someone beat you back, and someplace far off a church bell rings, and an old clock ticks and a sparrow sings. And you look up again and the shade's been drawn, and all that's left for you to do, my friend, is wait for the dawn.